Hello and welcome back to Candid Athletic Training. This is Chad Henneberry, episode number 261. It is Sunday, June 30th. Wow, it is almost July here. In one day, July, my favorite month. I don't know why. It's summer. I love it. 4th of July, favorite holiday. Maybe it's my birthday month. I don't know what it is. It's always just been like my favorite time of the year. So, welcome back to Candid Athletic Training. I think we have a really good show for you today. I'm hoping a couple people will jump on the live stream. I'd like to play a game, try something new. I like when this show is interactive, when we can have people on and do some fun things. Kevin Joyce just joined us, and he's looking at my shirt. If you are listening to this in audio, it's a shirt. That's what in quotes, and then she said, and it's not. It's just the front of the shirt. And my athletes actually got this for me, Kevin. When I left school a couple years ago, they wanted to get me a going away gift. So this is what they got me. They got me a shirt that said, "That's what she said," and I don't know why. I don't think I've ever said it. So it was a nice gift from my cross country athletes. It was very thoughtful. So Kevin, if you are hanging around tonight, I'd love to have you on the show for our feature topic. I will send the link. I'd like to play a game, and I'd like to get one or two people. We're going to play a game because I love it. I love having fun. So, like I said, it's episode 261. We just finished up the NATA convention, which I was not able to attend. There was just a lot of uncertainty, and I just didn't make the plans accordingly. And I'm really disappointed in myself for not going. I was just watching the social media all week and getting more and more mad at myself for not making the trip down there and just not seeing people. I didn't miss a single. It's always about the people to me. Just getting to see and meet people. I don't care about the CEU opportunities. I'm sure they were fine. I did read that sometimes it was kind of the timing of them was a little strange. Sometimes not enough time in between. Sometimes too much time in between. That's fine. Hopefully, if you went down and did some of the CEUs, hopefully they were worthwhile. I think that's great. I think that's always a big draw. To me, I like to walk around the exhibit hall and just meet companies and meet people. So, and then the socials, that's kind of what I miss more than anything. It was really nice. I had a couple people reach out and say, "Hey, I wish you were here." And that meant a lot. And it made me more mad that I wasn't down there. But I promise, Kevin, thanks for popping on. I understand you've got to run. So go do whatever you need to do. Hello. Hi. Ariel is on the live stream. Ariel, if you're going to stick around, I'd love to have you on the show, and I want to play a game. I'd like to have you on to play a game. So Ariel, sticking around so we can have fun on this show. It'd be nice to meet you officially. So what we'll do is I'm going to send you a link here in a little bit. Just let me know if you can stick around for the next 30 minutes or so. So yeah, NATA. It sounded like it was a good time. Everyone said the interactions were fantastic, and I think all the people that I see on social media really got a kick out of meeting each other. So, and just hanging out. I think that's so important. I think, especially for our profession, sticking together. I know oftentimes we don't do enough of that. It's easy to poke fingers at each other and the profession. On this, I have on this show, when Kevin and I were doing this, we've talked about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So sometimes it's easy to focus on the negative and forget about the positive. And I think the one time that every year that people gather, I saw a lot of people say they were re-energized by it. I think that's awesome. I think it's great. I think it's one a product of being able to be around other like-minded individuals and remember why you do it. Two, maybe you learn something and you get super excited to apply it. So, kudos. I wish we could do it more often than once a year. I wish we could do it all the time, and I think that's going forward what I would love to do with this show. So, um, I've got a couple fun things planned for tonight. I've got a candid question of the week. I have a fictional athletic trainer, an FMK, and then we, like I said, Ariel is on the show. If we can get one more person on the live stream, we're gonna play a game for our feature topic. So, um, before we do that, let me just thank the official sponsor of Candid Athletic Training, which is obviously Healthy Roster. They had a booth down at the NATA convention. It sounds like things were going really, really well. I know I had Kento, who's a regular on the live stream, who went to the booth and took a picture of the Healthy Roster folk and sent it to me and said, wish you were down here. And I wish I was down there too. It sounds like they had a great booth. They did a lot of fun things, interactive things. Hell, they gave away a 43-inch TV to somebody. I mean, it's just a company that really, truly cares about the profession and helps the profession. So make sure that you check them out at healthyroster.com, especially if you're in the market for a new medical records device. Also, thanks to Smart Tools, Athletic Trainer, Insurance Plus, Athletic Dry Needling, Chinook Seedery, and Performance Running Outfitters, all who have either given exclusive or non-exclusive discounts if you are looking for BFR cuffs or soft tissue mobilization techniques. If you want a discount on professional liability insurance, sunflower seeds, dry needling, running shoes, all those things, you can get a discount just for being a member of our show or listening to our show. So definitely reach out. Follow us on social media if you haven't already, Candid_ATC. If you have questions, you can obviously just email me at candidathletictraining@gmail.com or go to the website candidathletictraining.com, and there's like a tab right away that pops up if you want to contact us. So that's always a good way to get a hold of me, and we can, if you have questions about any of our partners, by all means reach out, and I'm going to continue to look for more. So I do want to note that Athletic Dry Needling they just had a conference, or they're doing like basically one dry needling course a month. It looks like the one for July is coming up here, and it is the July 12th through the 14th weekend, which happens to be my birthday weekend, and I believe it is in Montana. If I look that up, I'm just going to double check that. Let me just confirm that. Just on the old Twitter. Maybe it was on Instagram. I needed to go here. Let me go on their Instagram here. I think it was, oh no, maybe. Yeah, I believe it's July 12th through the 14th. Their course, you can get $100 off if you become a member of our show, which I think is pretty cool. I can't find it, but 12th through the 14th in Montana. So definitely something you're going to want to do. It's probably one of those treatments, one of those modalities that goes a long way if you're able to do it. So here we go, Athletic Dry Needling. Courses. Here we go. It's May. Where's the next one? Oh gosh, Scott, where are you? Here it is, July 12th to 14th, Billings, Montana. 27 CEUs. 27 CEUs. You can get a hold of them at athleticdryneedling.com. Remember, if you become a member of our show, if you give us $25 to become a member of our show, you're going to get $100 off the course. So you're going to save $75, which I think is just a little something that we can do. Hi, Hannah. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. So just wanted to, it's 2 weeks. So if you're in the Montana area and you want to get dry needling certificate, then I think that's definitely the way to do it. So, okay, let's get into some shenanigans. Okay, we're going to start this week with the candid question of the week. It's actually becoming one of my favorite things to do is just have a member or just a random person ask a question, and I'll just kind of answer. Rather than me coming up with a topic, I want to answer questions. So if you are listening and you have just a fun question that you want to ask about athletic training and get my opinion on, reach out. Send it via email or the website or social media. That's fine, whatever you want to do. Thomas Silberger asked this question coming off a discussion we had last week. So last week we talked about khakis and are they the worst pant out there? He said, what is the worst shoe to pair with khakis, or what's the worst shoe to wear when you're wearing khakis? So if you haven't listened to episode 260, I thought it was a really fun discussion. We had a lot of good quality comments from our live streamers that really spurred some of it, comparing khakis to khaki shorts and the some of the deep-seated feelings about them and the why, I think, which is really important. I think we learned a lot. So this week, Thomas said, what about the shoes? What about wearing shoes with khaki? What's the worst? And obviously, the first thing that pops to my head, the worst would be a Croc. I'm just not a Croc person in general, but I think I'm especially not a Croc person when it comes to wearing it with khaki. I think that would be a horrible look. If I think a little bit more about it, I also would have to say, I'm not really like a sandal person, but like a khaki with white socks and sandals, that's a bad look. Um, Tennis shoes are fine. Great. I know there's some people out there that say you can't do black with khaki. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it's fine. I do think black tennis shoes look better with like black slacks or black like golf pant or whatever. But I don't think it looks terrible with a khaki. I mean, brown and black, is that a fashion faux pas? Probably. Um, but I think just tennis shoes in general are fine. For the ladies, I think it would just be awkward to see khaki with a high heel. I think you got to go something. Just khakis just don't scream high heels to me. Ariel, Hannah, if you're still on, let me know your thoughts on that. Maybe something a little bit lower, a small chunk. I'm not sure. Flats. Canvas shoes for sure, men's or women's. I think it may be your best option. Boat shoes, I think, are a good choice. So to me, the first things that popped into my head that would be worst case scenario would be Crocs and sandals with socks. I mean, I don't think wearing sandals with no socks is really a super appropriate thing for working khakis. Ariel says she feels like it depends on the shade of brown, the shade of the khaki in terms of black. I can agree with that. I think there's probably some that play better than others. So where are we at here? I'm trying to think if there's any other shoes that would be really boots. Ariel's never worn high heels. Hannah, what would be the? Can you pull off a high heel or with khaki? I know you hate khakis to begin with. High heels or chunks. What's the worst shoe? The worst shoe as a lady to wear with a khaki. Worst combination. Tennis shoes and some Toms. So yeah, I think canvas shoes, tennis shoes, fine. What about boots? Like cowboy boots? I bet you could pull that off. Colleen's here. She says she breaks an ankle looking at a high heel. Welcome, Colleen. Hannah says, honestly, tennis shoes. She's you're saying that tennis shoes are the worst? It's good. We've got 3 ladies on the live stream right now. I want to get their opinion on what combination they are. Tennis shoes are so unflattering with khaki. Fair enough. I don't know whether I guess a boat shoe or canvas shoe might look a little bit nicer. But for me, I'm all about comfort of the feet. So give me the tennis shoe. So yeah, I just think it's a really fun question. So thanks to Thomas Silberger who threw that out there. I think he wanted me to do it as a feature topic, but I thought it played really well as a candid question of the week. So Hannah says she could dress up a khaki with a heel. Interesting. Could you work in it? Could you work in a heel? That actually is a really interesting question. Can you just actually wear heels while working as an athletic trainer? What happens if there's an emergency and you got to really get out to an athlete? Does it impede? Would you just kick off the heels and go? Maybe that's a conversation we need to have on another podcast. Footwear for performance as an athletic trainer. I can run in heels. It's a gift from God. Hannah's got a superpower. That's great. It depends on the tennis shoe color, in my opinion, according to Ariel. So she thinks some colors look better than others. Yeah, I think that's probably. I think whites are good. It's interesting because a lot of times it's you get like school issued shoes if you work at like a college setting. If you don't, if you're at high school and you're buying your own shoes, then you should definitely become a member of Candid Athletic Training because then you can get 25% off performance shoes through Performance Running Outfitters, and save some money. So if you're at a high school and they don't give you shoes to wear, definitely join our show. I'll give you the code and you can get the shoes 25% off with free shipping. Colleen says she can run in short-heeled boot, but that's about it. Under 2-inch. Yep. I can't imagine how anybody can do anything in a heel. Ariel's out. So we've got Hannah who's incredibly gifted and can dominate in a heel, and Ariel says it's not practical for her. And I can understand both. So again, that's what this show is about. It's having fun conversations, and not everyone's always going to agree. So I think Thomas Silberger really spurred a really fun conversation here. So let's move on to something a little also equally as fun here. I want to do our F1 Marry One Kill One, which it's summertime here in athletic training land, which means the summer ATs are outside getting a lot of sun and inevitably coming up with some tan lines. And this was one of the very first FMKs that when Kevin and I were doing the show many, at the very beginning, this is one of those moments where we're like, we're on to something here. When we had the first tan line debate and people were like, oh my God, this is awesome. So I don't think we've done one in like 4.5 or 5 years. So I wanted to do 3 tan lines of the head and neck. So I think I put up on social media the neck tan line. Like maybe one day you wear a shirt that's a little bit lower cut and you get too much sun. Sorry, you wear a little higher cut and get too much sun. And then the next time you wear a lower cut and now those old tan lines are exposed. Sunglasses for the ATs that wear sunglasses. You got the raccoon eyes. And then the forehead, like people that wear hats, like I'm wearing a hat on the show right now. And then you lift it up and all of a sudden your forehead is 2 shades here of different color. So I wanted to F1, marry one, kill one. If you are on the live stream, give me your answers. I think I'm going to pull up what we had on social media real quick. So you have a chance to respond if you're on the live stream. So Nate said he's killing the sunglasses. He can't hide that very easy. He's effing the hat line. Not too hard to hide. Just throw a hat on top, just the top. So yes, he's effing just the tip or the top. And he's marrying the neckline. Since I often turn red from face to neck, I can just play it off as if I'm getting red. I'm not sunburnt. So he's saying he gets blotchy red. Just in general, so he can play it off like it's not a sunburn. Kayla said, F the neck because I want to wear something cute. The tan is hard to hide, but I can just wear t-shirts. Marry the face. I can wear makeup when I'm not using the sunnies. Kill the head because what y'all bald's going to do when you have to take your hat off. I'd say my least favorite tan ever is sock tan line, though. Hannah said, F the sunglasses. Marry the shirt. Kill the hat. I just feel like glasses and shirt are something everyone deals with, and the hat is most funny looking. Yeah, I think I'm going to marry. Very rarely do I wear sunglasses. It's probably bad. It's probably why my eyes are so bad and I squint so much. So I've probably never really had enough of them to know how embarrassed I'd be if I had one. I've had the forehead tan line. I mean, even from like letting my hair get too long and then all of a sudden I get a haircut and then you have one. So it's pretty regular for me. And then the neck, I've definitely had the neck tan line. Ariel says she's marrying the neck tan line. She's killing the sunglasses. And she's effing the forehead. So Hannah and... Oh, no. Kill the hat. Oh, boy. That's interesting. All right. So for me, the neck tan line is going to be the least of my problems. So I think I have to marry that. Right? Yeah, you have to marry the one that's you just don't care if it happens. That sounds so bad. Yeah. Marry the neck tan line. It's fine. I'll live with it. We'll make adjustments. That's what marriage is. I think I have to kill. I guess I have to kill the sunglass tan line. The raccoon eyes. That's the one I'd want the least. Probably why I didn't ever wear a ton of sunglasses subconsciously. It's just maybe for me the hardest to work around. And if it's really, really bad, oh my gosh. It's going to take a long time. So I will F with the forehead tan line, you have a couple different things you can do. You can either embrace it and just keep wearing a hat and deal with it, or I think people will understand. So you can just, fry you just have to work another day. You just work one more day outside without a hat, and usually it's going to be okay. Ariel says, I hate the sunglasses one the most. I feel I can hide forehead with makeup, and the neck happens to me all the time. So Ariel said something that similar to Kayla. So for ladies or people that like wearing makeup, it's easy to cover it up. So what like what do you do? Like what's the makeup that goes well with a sunburn? Let me know. I'm being serious. As a person that doesn't wear makeup, I have no idea what you're talking about. So what are you going to put on to mimic a sunburn? Hannah says that's true. From my point of view, I wouldn't be able to hide the forehead because I'd burn rather than tan. So I can't just put makeup on it unless my makeup is red. That's what I'm wondering. So I want to know what the magic makeup is that is skin color that you just blend in. I guess isn't that just like a fake tan? Can you go too far? And can you overcompensate? Like if you have sunglass tan lines and then you try and fill it in with makeup and now you've gone too dark, too much the other way and it doesn't match, is it just as obvious? You're like, oh, there's a person that had a tan line and just, why are your sunglasses, are you still wearing them? Your makeup's too dark. Kind of makes me think of, what was the movie with Tom Cruise, Ben Stiller, Project Thunder. If it's just a tan line, you can use bronzer, but if it's a burn, I think you have to just wait until it's brown. You can definitely overcompensate. We all overcompensate. It happens. Yeah, I would be worried about Tropic Thunder. Like I've got too much on, and now I'm just going the other way. I guess when it comes to tan lines, you just have to embrace and say, hey, I gotta do this for my job, right? So is a sun tan line like a badge of honor to a certain degree? Like, look at how much I worked. Look at how white this spot is on my body compared to everything else. Which is maybe a bad way of thinking about it. I know we like to talk about how much we have to work, but maybe here's a way to prove it. Really fun. I'm a dude dressed as a dude disguised as another dude. Tropic Thunder. God, I have only seen it like once, and I was like so kind of like, I'll have to watch it again. It's a cult classic. Ariel, if you burn, you got to just put color correction on the sunburn to hide the red, then some light foundation on all over it so it matches. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Athletic trainers are going to be hiring costume designers and makeup artists. We always talk about like what jobs or what industries should we be working in, but maybe we should be asking like what other people could we use to help us do our jobs. Maybe that is another show. That would be actually really fun. Okay. That's a really fun FMK. If you guys have a suggestion, let me know. I'd love to do whatever you guys want. So I'm going to do a fictional athletic trainer, and then I hope we have a couple people that are still going to stick around and can jump on the show with me for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because I have a fun game. I think you both or you guys could play. In fact, I'm going to put a link on the live stream. And then when it's time, you guys can use this and jump on with me here. So don't use this live stream link now, but in a little bit when it's feature topic, I want you guys to come on and I've got a game. But before that, I know Hannah, last week I'd said we were going to do Deadpool versus Wolverine, but I want to hold that until the new movie comes out next month. So we will do a Deadpool versus Wolverine at some point. But I just saw that it comes out, I think it's like July 25th. So it's like 4 weeks away. So I kind of want to watch the movie and then get into it. There's so much content going on right now. I have such a hard time like watching everything. It's really fun. I'm watching the latest episode of latest season of The Bear. I'm watching The House of the Dragon. I am watching The Acolyte, Star Wars, and then what's the fourth thing I'm watching? Oh, The Boys. I'm trying to like catch it all, and in the middle of it, I'm still binge watching. Um, I'm watching. I'm watching like the Marvel TV show, so I want to do The Punisher, which is the last series that I just finished for Marvel TV shows. I thought it was really good, almost as good as Daredevil. So I want to give it. Hannah, you watched all of season 3 of The Bear already? I've only watched one episode. You watched all of season 3 already? Oh my God! It's gonna take us forever the way we watch TV around here. Don't have kids. You don't ever get to get anything done anymore. So the Punisher. I put up on social media a poll. There's four main characters that are in both season 1 and season 2. It's Frank Castle, the main character, the Punisher. There's Billy Russo, who's basically the bad guy. Hannah, yes, I'm single and have no kids. I watched it in a day. Damn, I'm so mad that it pissed you off. I'm like, now I gotta know. Also, our friend Abby has been texting me and direct messaging me. She is binge watching Blacklist, and I'll get a text from her almost daily about like a question about the show or where she's at, and it's really fun reliving the show vicariously through one of our members. So it's really interesting, and we've been talking about it, and I just keep thinking back to the fictional athletic trainer bracket where we had some of the Blacklist characters on, and how disappointed I was in everyone and how they voted my favorite character out in the first round. But that's okay. So the Punisher, Frank Castle. Yes, Abby Denon. Frank Castle, Billy Russo, Curtis Hoyle, and Agent Madani are the four characters from The Punisher that are in both season 1, season 2. Billy Russo, Frank Castle, Curtis Hoyle all served special forces together. All highly, highly trained combat specialists. So all three really good with wound care and just healing wounds. All three are incredible. Curtis, and I think Nate said this on social media. Curtis, it was actually a medic, so he's got a huge leg up there. I also think he's the most level-headed of the three. Frank is just kind of like, Frank's the main character. He's the Punisher. He's the hero / anti-hero, where he does bad things for good reasons. He's out of control sometimes, and he's ruthless, and he is mean, but he gets results. And I think that's a very interesting thought process for an athletic trainer. Maybe a little dangerous, but results are results. I don't know if that's okay as an athletic trainer. Nate said that he thought that that maybe, what did he say? How did he say it? I thought it was really good. Let me just read what he said. He would be a brutal AT. He would rule with absolute fear, and most athletes would be afraid to step in the door. Just because he's so mean, he can be so mean, which is true. But I think he's got a soft side deep down, especially for kids. Like his not weakness, but his moral compass is guided by kids, and I think that's basically what every AT in the world is. Their moral compass is their athlete, their patient, and nobody more so than him. Billy Russo is the much more calculated. Obviously, he's the villain in the show, but he is super smart, super calculated. He found out, figured a way to take his skills and monetize it. I think a lot of ATs would really like that. Um, he's well thought out. He is well groomed. He dresses the best. He can do fancy, and he can do down in the dirty. He's probably the most like he could go to a fine dinner restaurant and also just go to a homeless shelter and find some friends there. Where I think the other guys would have a hard time in some higher society settings. So I think Billy Russo would actually play well with all sorts of different athletes slash patients. Curtis again is the medic. He's the most grounded. I think he is got the strongest moral compass. He runs a support group for veterans. So he's got emotional intelligence on top of everything. He is really super caring to almost to a fault, where he gets taken advantage of it because he's got maybe a little bit of blind spot. I think that's how most ATs operate. But when you think about personality wise, he is like the perfect blend of just like the nice dude that wants to help. Agent Madani is CIA. Well, she's a law enforcement officer and then becomes CIA at she starts out with the play by all the rules, and then she gets halfway through her career and says, "Screw the rules. I'm going to do what I need to do to get results." I think that's kind of the career arc of most ATs. She's also able to kind of hold her own. She takes no shit from anyone, which I think is really respectable. I think she does it the nicest of the four. Like she tries, like people try and push her around. I think because she's a female and she does not back down. She went through some stuff too. Boy, of the four, I really feel like I gotta give it to Curtis. He's really got the mentality and the wherewithal. I know on the or on the social media in the votes, it was like 50%, 50% for Frank Castle, 14% for Billy Russo, 14% for Agent Madani, and 22% for Curtis. The votes are still coming in, but if I had to pick, I'm gonna go with Curtis here. But the popular opinion is gonna go with Frank Castle. The act, just thinking about the show. I mean, so that's gonna be my answer. I was thinking about it. Since I just finished, it's really interesting when you watch a show much later. Like this was like 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago, and now I look at it and I'll jump on the IMDb and be like, oh, this person was in this, that. Um, so the main character was in The Bear. Had no idea. Had no idea until like last night that he was Carmi's brother in The Bear. So that's the main character. What is such a good actor. Um, so it's just really fun. I thought it was, of all the Marvel stuff, it's way darker. It's like Daredevil and that are so dark, but just two really, really incredible shows. So, okay. Enough with the shenanigans. If Hannah is still on, Ariel and Colleen, if you want to jump on here, let's do our feature topic. So if you guys want to hit that link and join me, that would be awesome. Okay, here we go. I've got a game planned, and if Ariel and or Hannah can jump on, I'm waiting for them. Otherwise, if they don't, this should only take about 5 minutes or so. So hopefully you don't have to go in the next 5 or 10 minutes. I want to do a pricing game, like The Price is Right. Who's joining us? Who is here? Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for popping on.
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I can hear you just a little bit. Let me just see if I can turn your volume up here. Oh, who else is here? Hannah's joining. We're going to add her to the right. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Okay.
Great. How are y'all?
This is great. I'm happy that you both popped in. We're going to play a Price is Right style game. Okay?
Okay.
We're going to call this we're going to call it the AT pricing game. So I want to just make sure that everything's synced up time-wise, because sometimes when we live stream, there's something called a lag. So I'm going to just, on the count of 3, I want you to raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you guys are basically on the same time, so this would be good. Okay. Let's do this. I have 6 in I'm going to try and explain this as best as possible here. So I did last night. I went on Google and I just typed in 6 very common things you would find in an athletic training room.
Okay.
And I Googled, or I went on Amazon and just said, okay, like the first one that kind of made sense. How much would this cost? So I want you guys to try and guess. We're going to just see how well you know your athletic training supplies. It's budgeting season, right? We're getting ready for next year. And to make it more fun, earlier today, I asked my wife and my 3-year-old son to give me how much they thought they were. So I want to see, are you smarter than my 3-year-old or my wife? So I want to just get a feel for this, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to just write down your answers. We're going to go, Aria, you jumped on first. So I'm going to put your answers down here. And then Hannah, you're going to go second.
Oh, wait.
Okay?
Do we need to write down our own answers?
Yeah, I want you to guess. So basically, I'm going to tell you. And then, why don't we do this? I'll just say it. And then we'll count down 3, 2, 1. You guys can both say your answers out loud. And then if we have to clarify, we'll clarify. But that way, no one's going first or second.
I can go get some paper.
Ariel, do you have paper? Do you have a sheet of paper?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. We'll just write it down and you'll hold it up to the camera. Perfect. That way, nobody's giving away any secrets or answers. I think this will turn out to be kind of fun. If you are listening to this as in the car or whatever, I would love for you to play along and just throw out your answers, and I'll do it. I'll read what the actual answer is. I mean, we'll see who's closer to the actual dollar amount.
Okay.
Very good. So we're gonna have 6 items, Hannah. Okay, there's gonna be 6 of them.
Okay.
Ariel, are you good?
Yes.
Okay. Hannah, I don't know if I lost. Oh, you muted them yourself. Okay. She went dark on me. So we've got 6 items. So would you like me to just give you all 6 items and you can write down all 6, or should we just go one by one and then reveal? Oh, Hannah's gone. Hannah, you gotta come back. Hit the link again, Hannah. There she is. She got scared. She's back.
Sorry.
That's okay. All right, let's go one by one. We're just going to go one by one. Okay. So the first item up for bid here on The Price is Right, on Candid Price is Right, is a box of athletic tape, 32-roll case, the one that happened to pop up, not a sponsor, the one that happened to pop up in Amazon first was it was Kramer, just whatever. A box of 32 rolls white tape, 1.5 inches. Raise your hand when you have your answer written down, so I know. Okay, Ariel, why don't you show me your answer, or say it out loud?
You can't read it. It says 95.95.
95.95. And Hannah?
$57.
$57. Okay. So I asked my 3-year-old, and I think this is really fun as athletic trainers to know what does the normal person, what do they think, and how much do they know about what we do. So the real answer is $59.99.
Oh my God.
$59.99. So Hannah, you were $3 off. That was really good. Ariel, $96 basically. So you're off. My 3-year-old said $16 for a box of tape, and my wife said $25. So I think that's fun. So we're gonna give. All right, that's number 1. Number 2. I typed in adhesive bandages, and I found on Amazon a case of 1,500. 1,500 bandages, which will basically last you a decade. I think, maybe not. Adhesive bandages, 3/4 inch by 3 inch. So just standard like Band-Aid. A case of 1,500.
Oh my gosh.
Just raise your hand when you have your answer written down.
Wait, I gotta do some math real quick.
Oh, she's mathing it out. She's trying to get to the showcase showdown here.
What's sad is I'm in the middle of doing my inventory.
You're doing your inventory now?
I don't do inventory.
Yeah, because I have to. I'm the only AT. I'm at a JUCO, so I have to do my own.
What JUCO are you at, Ariel?
I'm at Cleveland State right now in Tennessee.
Cleveland State, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Not Cleveland State in Cleveland.
No.
Okay.
It's Cleveland, Tennessee. But yeah. Okay. I'm just.
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking about this too much.
Yeah. Just trust your instinct.
I just wrote something. It's probably so.
Okay.
You both have an answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah, go first.
$45.
$45 for Hannah. And Ariel?
I put 48.
48. All right. The real answer, I think you guys both did really well here. The real answer is $36.15.
Okay.
My wife said $15. And my son, my 3-year-old, said $20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. The next item up for bid is a foam roller. Dark, black foam roller, high density. Just one. Full size, not a half size, full size.
Ooh.
There's no calculating here. There's no...
My kind of foam roller. Let's see. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
You're good?
Yeah.
Ariel, go ahead.
I put $35.
Hannah?
26.
All right, Ariel went 35. Hannah went 26. The real answer on Amazon for a full-size, high-density black foam roller was $14.48.
Wow.
So, Hannah, you were closer on that one. My wife had said 32, and Bennett said $0. He thought they were just free. You just get them for free. He said 0. Okay. The next, so we're on number 4, and hopefully if you're listening to this at a later time, you're riding in your car, listening to this podcast, you're just yelling out the window your numbers, and hopefully you're doing well. Item number 4 is TheraBand Red 25-yard roll. A 25-yard roll of TheraBand in the box. They're both frantically
Oh man, that's tough.
pondering and writing.
25 yards.
25-yard roll of TheraBand. How many TheraBands do you think you get out of that? What's the average size that you cut a TheraBand at?
I cut about a yard.
You do. So you think you get 25 of these things?
Yeah. I just kind of pull until my
arm
until
length,
my arm
kind of
stops,
like raffle tickets.
and then I cut.
$20 for arm length raffle tickets.
Yeah.
Kind of depends if you're looping, you're making loops, you're not making loops.
I don't.
Dang,
I
that's a good FMK. Maybe we should do that.
That is a good one. I'm done, by the way.
All right. Hannah's got her answer.
Yeah, I'm done.
Ariel, you're good?
Yeah.
Oh, did you rate? Okay. Let's go. Hannah, go first.
$30.
$30. Ariel?
I said 44.
44. Ariel, you got on the board with that one. The answer was $42.16.
Oh, nice.
You were almost spot on. Hannah, 30 is a little low. My wife said 20. And I actually believe the first thing my son said, when I said, how much do you think it costs? He said, an elephant. And then he said $1. But I think first is an elephant. And I said, okay, well, we can barter here. That's fine. Yeah. All right, we got 2 items left. Up next is going to be a 5-liter container of ultrasound gel.
Oh,
5.
You know, the big squeezable ultrasound gel container. Do you guys use ultrasound still? Is anybody using it?
No.
Nobody's used
I haven't
it since
used ultrasound
the
since I was doing my postgraduate internship.
Okay.
I use combo a lot.
Oh, she's doing some combo ultrasound stim. All right. So she's locked in here. She's got it. 5-liter gallon. 5-liter gallon. That's not even a real thing, Chad. 5-liter container. Ultrasound gel on Amazon. Hannah's good.
5 liters. Okay. Okay. I'm good.
You're good? All right, Ariel, what do you got?
I put $20.
How much?
$20.
20. Yeah. And Hannah?
I said 15.
All right. This is getting really good. Ariel is closer. The answer is $28.
Oh, nice.
So right now it's Hannah 3, Ariel 2. My wife, just for reference, my wife thought that it was $50. And my son actually won that one. He said $21.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good guess by my son. All right, last item up for sale. And let's just see what happens here. An Airex balance pad. One Airex balance pad, blue foam, square, traditional. I actually went with the Airex named one on Amazon because they had a bunch of generic ones. But I went Airex brand.
What size?
Not a sponsor yet. If they want to be a partner of the show, please reach out. Let me know when you have your answers.
Oh gosh.
Oh, she's writing and rewriting. This will be the last. This will be the last one.
Okay.
Ariel, you good?
Yeah, I'm going with it. I kept scratching it.
What's that?
I said I kept scratching and rewriting, but I got it.
Okay.
Me too.
All right, let's go Ariel first.
I put $81.
81. Hannah.
75.
Wow, you guys both did really well there. It's actually 82.49. So Ariel, you guys finished tied 3-3. So okay, my wife said $32 and my son said $18. But let's just see here. Here's what I want you guys to do. Let's just see who is closest overall. So Ariel, what we're gonna do is you're gonna write down the difference in yours. I'll give you the numbers, and then Hannah, you're gonna do the same. So the first one, Ariel, you were off by $36, and Hannah, you were off by $3. The second one, Ariel, you were off 12, and Hannah, you were off 9. Item 3, foam roller. Ariel, you were off 20. Well, let's just do this. We're going to round it to the closest dollar. 21. And Hannah, you were off 12. TheraBand. Ariel, you were off 2. And Hannah, you were off 12. For the ultrasound gel, Ariel off 9. And Hannah, 14. And then the RX balance pad, if we go to the closest dollar, Ariel, you were off $1, and Hannah, you were off $6. So total up how many dollars off you were, and this will be the winner of the game.
Okay.
I'm trusting your math
56.
skills here.
I think Hannah beat.
I'm 56.
$56 off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm 81 off. So she beat me.
In the tiebreaker, Hannah won our first game of Candid Price is Right. Really fun. Well, super fun. Thanks for joining. And I like when we can do things like this and interact and just have fun and think about the profession slightly differently. So congratulations, Hannah, and thanks, Ariel. You had a huge comeback, forcing it to overtime, 3-3, and it just went into overtime. So thank you both for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. I really like when we can do this. So I'm going to let you guys pop off here, and I'm going to finish up the show, and hopefully we will see you soon, okay? I really do appreciate you guys and being members and hopping on the live stream. I know, Hannah, you've been doing it for a long time, and Ariel, this is your second one. So the show is just much better because of you guys, so thank you.
Thanks, Chad. You're the best.
So that was fun. That was a fun attempt here at a game. Hopefully, if you're listening to this show in your car, you did well. Let me know. You can always write in how many dollars off you were. Episode 261. That's a wrap. Again, I want this to be an interactive show, so if you have questions, you can write them in. Candid questions of the week. If you have an FMK or a FAT or a feature topic you want me to talk about, obviously email me, reach me on social media, go to the website, however you want to get a hold of me. Just let me know what you want me to talk about. I hope everybody has a really happy 4th of July. It is, in my opinion, the best holiday of the year. Enjoy some time off or working in some extreme heat. So episode 261 in the books. Thank you all, and we will see you all soon.